Alright, we have come to the end of round 3, which was turn 6 on the tracker, as the 1942 setup starts on turn 4. So we have 2 turns left, 7 and 8, and then we will see who has the most victory points. Who has the most? Whether or not the Axis have 12 or not. If they have less, Allies win. If they have 12 or more, Axis wins. We don't want to see that. Russia's objectives still the same. Soviet Lend-Lease and 11 for the objectives. Japan has the standard, I wouldn't say standard, the usual for the game. The 3 islands, Allied islands for 9, plus 5 for the money islands. U.S., the standard 20, that's where I was going with that. Germany is up to 20, they got an extra 5 for Leningrad this turn. United Kingdom has the 5 for the African and Transjordan, and then 4 for Iran and Iraq. Italy still has the 2 for 10. Canada, where's Canada's? Where is it? It's gone. Canada lost its objective. Notable battles. We're going to have to go with the 3 unusual battles in the order. Let's go in the order. Anzac, victory in the Navy, sank 2 transports. France sank a transport with a destroyer. And for the trifecta, Canada scored a ground victory in Belgium, Holland. So I don't know when the last time you saw Anzac, Canada, and France score victories on the same turn. Other battles, USA and Algeria, but the Allies landed, or the British landed planes and infantry there, and they were all destroyed by Italy on Italy's turn. The one thing you can note there is that Italy only survived with a tank, so they used up most of their land units that they had available in the game. Russia, same thing, back and forth battles. Germany taking Leningrad. They have 2 tanks in there right now, so they will lose Leningrad and will have to come back at it again this turn. China, we might as well make note, they had several wins. They're actually expanding against Japan, but it's only because Japan's pulling out and heading south towards Calcutta. In the Pacific, Sitzkrieg, nothing. Go over and look at the map. Look at the casualties first. As usual, Germany, Russia, ton. We'll slide those off, move those over. The Russian naval card is no more. Sorry, guys. Not to return either. There won't be any Russian Navy purchases. We'll pile those in there. Britain lost quite a few this turn. Slide those in. Canada, Anzac. I think these were both Canadian. And then 1 French. We slide down here. Italy. That was their huge losses in Africa. Japan suffered all of its transports to be destroyed on this round. Not that they need them at this point. US, hardly anything, and China just 1. So if we look at the total casualties, lots of US and Japanese Navy. Italy's starting to mount. There's quite a few British maybe, but here's where the game is right here. That is crazy. And the victory objectives is at 11. They added Leningrad in. And there are 4 of them kind of on the line right now. We won't talk about those. We'll talk about those when they happen. Russian money, there was an error there. They seem to be making 1 error a turn here. The previous turn when Germany took 3 IPC worth of territories from Russia. I didn't move the income tracker down, so they didn't have 50 as I said. They have 47 with those objectives. So $3 comes off, that corrects that. And we're looking at the map as it stands at the end of round 3. More fighting going on the Eastern Front. Italy, as you can see, has taken back parts of Africa, but about all they have left is that tank, a couple guys, you know, spread around. They did buy 7 guys this turn, but I don't think they'll be doing much next turn. Egypt is shoring up. Middle East is safe. Could be a battle here on the final turn of the game. And naval units of France and Britain sailing into the Japanese waters, soon to be sank, I believe. And here comes the U.S. finally. Gonna get, no, I shouldn't say finally. There's been a lot of battles, but they're gonna get to move off of Hawaii this turn. And Anzac just kind of hanging out. We'll note there are 2 U.S. bombers and 4 infantry there that will be heading somewhere. Well, who we kidding? They're going to Calcutta and West India. All right. We will see you at the end of turn 4.